Hi there, welcome back. Well, here's my new toy. Father Christmas came early this year. I have a new Siglent scope. This one is a 4-channel scope, 200 megahertz, 1 gigasamples per second, and this thing is a real beauty. I got it from Electron. They were kind enough to give me a discount on this. The agreement was I would show it on my videos, and I do anyway, and I would occasionally say what I think about it. Now, I decided not to do a full review, as a lot of people have done that. I prefer to show you how I use it and how the features pertain to my use of the scope. And this one's got a feature which I really, really love, especially as I use it on my videos. Now, if you've seen my videos, you'll know that occasionally I actually film the screen and then put it on the video as a picture-in-picture. Now that means I've got to get another camera up here, I've got to stabilize the camera, I've got to adjust it, I've got to crop it, all that jazz. Well, this thing has got a really cool feature which is called web control. And what this means is that I can connect this to my local area network. I can access the screen and the features and the controls via a web browser on my network. And that means then I can actually see what I'm seeing here in real time on my network and on my screen. And therefore I can capture that and use that in my video. So let me show you. All you do is you connect a LAN cable, which I have here at the back. It's just a normal network cable. It's connected to my network. So the way I do it is go to Utilities, I/O, Net Interface LAN, or wireless adapter. This thing also has the option of wireless adapter, but I didn't get that option. In retrospect, I probably should have. It would have been a lot easier to wire it up. But I've only got this connected to the LAN. Now this thing generates an IP, and it's done so already. My DCHP is on, so it generates an IP address within my network, or accessible by my network. And all I need to do is copy that address over there, which I won't show you, which I believe you can access from outside. And then I go to my browser and type in that address, and I should see exactly what I see here. So let me try that. Right, here we are. We've got exactly the same thing on the screen that we have on the oscilloscope, as is obvious. And if I give it a signal, that is a 460 kilohertz signal, AM modulated, 30% modulation. Take off the modulation. See the signal. There we go. Now this is exactly what I wanted. And what I can do now is from this on the screen, I can actually just crop the image itself, and I have no parallax, I've got no perspective problems. I have the actual image on my scope reflected in the video that I'm recording. So I don't have to worry about having a second camera hanging up there and wobbling, you know, like this. It really is annoying. Now, obviously I can change everything I want on the scope, and it'll go and be reflected on there. And it's very fast. It's not a huge delay. I mean, it's actually very, very fast. And depending on how you've set up your system, it can be faster or slower, but it's fast enough for my needs. Now, the other thing that's quite cool here, which is quite amazing actually, is if you click that little button there, see that? There. It gives me all my oscilloscope controls on the screen here. So I don't actually have to go to the scope. Now I can actually adjust things here and get the same thing reflected on the oscilloscope, like that, or that, or that. You see? Or the time base. Anything that I can do on the scope, I can do here, which is really cool. Right, so what we have here is we've got the total control, full control of the scope remotely. And this is on a browser. This happens to be Chrome, Google Chrome, but you can use just about any browser. And this is cool. This is really cool. And as I said, this to me is going to work more like this so that I can just crop that central section on here, put it as a video in video, and whatever I do here, it reflects on there. We'll be able to do alignments, all sorts of stuff that I've wanted to do and that I normally do, and that I've had a problem recording. One camera is bad enough. Two is a bloody nightmare to sync it all up and set it all up and avoid this. Okay, so that's one feature of my Siglent SDS1204X-E scope, and I'll be talking about more features as I discover them and as I use them and as I become fascinated by them. Right now, strangely enough, this is the one that fascinates me the most. Everything else works beautifully. It came with some really nice probes, 200 megahertz probes. I've wanted a 200 megahertz scope for some time because if I'm doing any testing in the FM range, that would be useful. I've got another piece of equipment coming along where I'll be able to actually generate frequencies on that level. So that should be useful too. But this is something I've wanted for some time. So once again, hope you enjoyed that. And I want to thank Wheelectron for their support. I've got my Bryman multimeters from them. I've got multimeter clips and clip-ons and all sorts of adapters from them. They're based in Germany. They ship all over the world. So do visit them. They're a great company, and I've had great correspondence with the guys there. Really nice guys. So by all means, visit them. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, click like, share, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I'll see you soon for another video. Bye for now. Stay safe.